Hey guys, welcome back to The Wandering Wind, and today I wanted to talk a bit about Kingdom Hearts again. It's an interesting topic, to be honest. My favorite moments from Kingdom Hearts. Now, everyone's got their favorite moments from their favorite video games or their favorite TV shows. Kingdom Hearts is one of the only series that I know where it's hard to narrow down top five just because there are so many moments within all the games, all the worlds, all the wow. But I'll try and narrow it down. Number five is definitely just the opening sequence of the first game. Just the wow. I mean, the nostalgia factor of going back and watching it years later is just awesome. I mean, really, you got yourself a really interesting concept in that you've pretty much just taken the idea of Disney and Final Fantasy, mashed them together, created these creatures made out of darkness known as Heartless, and decided, oh well, they're going to be the main villains, but not really, because it's Ansem, because well, it's interesting. So I mean, just that opening sequence really sets the whole thing up really well. And I really thought that it was interesting back in 2002, 3, something like that. It was interesting. My fourth favorite scene from, or moment from, the Kingdom Hearts franchise has got to be the first time that I got to see Hollow Bastion, or Radiant Garden as it was in the second game. But the introduction to Hollow Bastion and just the world itself was so much darker than any of the other worlds in the Kingdom Hearts game up until that point. And it was just really, really interesting to see a Disney-inspired game take such a dark turn. Yes, pun intended. Darkness, darkness, darkness. If you counted every time that darkness was said in the Kingdom Hearts series and made it into a drinking game, your liver would probably burst out of your stomach and stab you with a knife. Just because of the way that it is. But no, Hollow Bastion was really an interesting world, not just for the world itself, but also for the keyhole. The area inside of the keyhole in that world, and also just the really interesting concept of the twist where you thought the main villain in the game was Maleficent, but it ended up to be Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, which then in the second game turns into Xehanort, apprentice of Ansem the Wise, who ends up being Master Xehanort, the oldest Keyblade wielder that we know of at this point. Well, beyond the Four Towers, and that's a completely different thing. My third favorite moment has to be when we see Riku again in the second game, after he's returned to his original form, after he is released from his dark mode, or whatever it is that he calls it. It was really interesting, well, seeing Sora holding onto Riku's arm and closing his eyes and seeing Riku as he was while in dark form, because that shows just how much of a connection Sora has with those he cares for. And I did posit in a previous video how his connections with other people are literally his power. That's the power of connection, that's the power of waking, that's the power of returning hearts. But I think it's more than that. It really is. But I'll get into that in a future video. My second favorite scene in the games is where um, I'm trying to think exactly how to explain it. Okay, it's the final battle with Xemnas, and he's transformed into this giant dragon thingy, and you have to do this rail shooter type thing. But at the end of all that, they end up in the world of nothing. Endless nothing, and it's just an all-out battle between Sora and Riku against Xemnas, and he is so much more powerful as he is there than ever before, and it's so much more difficult, and you have so many options to fail, but you end up triumphing anyway because light always trumps darkness. But that was really when I finally said, damn, the Kingdom Hearts games are getting good. And then, of course, next up we had the Birth by Sleep game, which was, I mean, you know, it was interesting. And finally, my number one Kingdom Hearts moment is the reveal trailer from 2013 for Kingdom Hearts 3. I watched a video from a couple of guys that do reactions to stuff, and they first watched the reveal trailer for Final Fantasy 15 because they did the whole bait and switch where, oh well, we don't have any new news about Final Fantasy versus 13, and then they reveal at the end of the trailer, oh, it's Final Fantasy 15, and they completely go nuts. But then it fades into another trailer, and you see Kingdom Hearts 3 for the first time, and it just says now in development. But this sheer joy I felt seeing that after so many years was awesome. It really was. I mean, 13 years to the day after the original game came out, we finally saw evidence of the third chapter, the third numbered installment in the game, and the finale for the Darkseeker saga. And that was one of my favorite things. So, what are some of your favorite memories from the Kingdom Hearts series? I'd love to know. Leave them down in the comments section below. And tomorrow, I will do a Yesterday I Asked You segment showcasing some of your answers. I'm going to start doing that so that way I can get to know you guys better, and you can get to know each other better. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Love you very much. Because it's you I like. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you come back again tomorrow for yet another video. 'Cause I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too, because it's you I like.